I want to explain something to you guys, okay? Every time, ev- without fail, every single time I have uploaded a video speaking about motherhood, parenthood in general, children, raising children, talking about the many toxic ways and many abusive ways many of us were raised, that still many of us haven't figured out that we were actually abused. Many of us still think that it was discipline and our parents did it out of love. And now that I'm a mother myself, I know that none of that is true. None of that is true. Okay. I have not had any contact with my own mother for the last 12, almost 13 years now. So every single time I talk about that, or I have spoken about ways I parent my own children or the kind of mother I am to my own children, especially when I say I rather be a friend to my kids before being their mother. And many people don't seem to understand the depth of that statement because of the way you were raised or because of the way we were raised. Because you think as friendship as some jiggly diggly, no authority, no respect kind of thing. But you need to understand that there's so much more to friendship. And you need to understand that authority has nothing to do in motherhood. Nothing. You do not need to be in any type of way authority-like towards your children. And I get that it might be controversial or it might be, I don't fucking know how to say it, okay? It might not be what you think motherhood should be like, right? We think, oh, we have to respect our parents. We have to, as a parent, you're supposed to be that leading figure and shit like that, okay? But at the end of the day, we are all figuring out life for the first and the only time. So just because you're a mother doesn't give you automatically some type of wisdom, some type of right, some type of authority over another human being just because you gave birth to them. Nah. The respect part, y'all are so focused on respect that in many cases you forget love. That's very, very sad. Because respect happens automatically. Wild guess. You do not need to tell your children to respect you, because if you treat them well, if you love them, and if they feel loved by you, they will automatically respect you. That's that. Especially, I've been especially criticized multiple times for the way I speak with my children, one, or the way I speak in general, my choice of words or whatever the fuck it may be, okay? And to that, I always tell you the same thing. If you're more pressed about my choice of words rather than the fact that the message is necessary, that's a fucking you problem, okay? Scratch your own ass. I don't give two fucks, okay? Oh, what do you think if your kids' teachers see this or if your kids' friends' parents see this? I don't give two shits. First of all, one of my son's teachers, she has seen my content multiple times. Many of my children's parents have seen my content multiple times. And that again stems from the implication that you think offline and online are two types of personalities. And that's projection. Let's get that out of the way, okay? What you see here is what you will see face to face. So anybody that sees my content that knows me in real life is not going to be surprised because it's the same damn thing, okay? And just because I use fuck every now and then does not discredit my words, does not discredit my message, does not discredit me as a person, and not especially as a mother, okay? And there have been many situations where people are like, oh, you cannot protect your children forever. Oh, the world is not a bed of roses. Oh, the world is a cruel place. Yeah, the fuck. I know. And that's why I would never contribute to that. Especially because the world is a cruel place, especially because the world is a terrible place, especially because the world is not a bed of roses. Their home should be. How the fuck is that so hard to understand? Like, how would you be telling me I'm spoiling my kids by not being strict enough to them so that they will adapt to the strictness of the world? Wow. I've shared multiple situations or occasions where random strangers, were trying to police or share their fucking opinions in any type of stuff, you know. For example, when my son fell from the chair, and the lady that saw him just told him, oh, it's not that bad, try to help him up. One, he did not want to be touched. Let's start there. You didn't even ask him if you should help him up. People told me I'm too sensitive. That is not that deep. She was just trying to help. I don't give two fucks about your intention. You will ask my child if they want your help. I don't care who you are. You must ask them, do you need help? And they will decide if they need your help or not. These children came from my body, and I asked them for consent. I asked them, do you need help? Do you need me to do this for you? Or do you want to figure it out by yourself? If I do this, so the fuck will you? Without fail. And if you don't do it, I will call it out every single time until you get it right, because I have the time. I have the time. When it comes to my children's rights, their bodily autonomy, their decisions, their opinions, I will have the time. And I will come to school 17 business days in a row, if need be, until you get it down. Do you know why? Because nobody did that for me. Okay? I go so hard because nobody did that for me. I did not have opinions. I did not have the right for opinions, questions. I did not have the right to my own path, to my own decisions. I was supposed to follow rules that were laid out to me that never made no fucking sense, and I dare not question anybody's authority. So that's why I'm so passionate about my children's rights and about their rights to their own opinions, their bodily autonomy, their own decisions. I don't care. Sometimes they do shit that's fucking weird to me. It starts with food and ends with going outside without jackets, doing this or jumping down from here or climbing up there. Sometimes I tell, my inner person will be like, no, the fuck, don't. But I have to. And it's my job to protect them. You telling me that I cannot protect my children from everything is wild to me. Because you have no idea how far I will go to do that. You have no idea how far I will go to do that. Yes, I cannot protect them from everything, unfortunately. But I can take measures that they will be protected even if I'm not there. And that also means installing self-confidence in them that outshines everybody around them. That's also a form of protection. And the fact that you don't understand that, that's not my fucking business, okay? Multiple times have people told me, oh, you're raising your children to be arrogant. Good and well. So be it. Do you know why? Arrogance only, or self-confidence only looks like arrogance from below. So you do with that statement as you wish, okay? I want my children to grow up, and if they enter a room of 100 people, and 95 of these people are in dislike of their personality or don't like them or actively criticize them, they will turn around and be like, I don't give two shits about these people, I'm better than. And they will leave, and it will not leave a scratch and a dent in their personal confidence, in the way they love and the way they see themselves, because they will be so secure and so confident in their entire being that nobody and nothing will ever make them doubt that. And if you want to call that arrogance, please go ahead. And then this argument of you have to let your children figure shit out by themselves. Excusez-moi. The youngest are 6 and 8. They do not need to figure out shit by themselves for whatever reason. Even my 15-year-old, even my 19-year-old, even my 23-year-old, they're still my children. It's wild to me that you want me to expose these children to struggles to toughen them up. It's wild to me that you are ready to allow your children to experience suffering that you could prevent if you just tried hard enough. Just because you suffered and you turned out fine, because no, the fuck you did not. Had it been you turned out fine, you wouldn't be wishing suffering upon somebody else, especially not your own blood. I have gone through what I have gone through, and I will do everything in my power till the last breath of my lungs to avoid that anything of that nature to happen to my children. That includes basic things like working corporate jobs just to make ends meet over my dead body. And the fact that you all think that these are controversial topics shows me that you have suffered and you have not found healing yet. So please, next time, if you think you should be giving me parent advice, don't. Help yourself, okay? I'm good.